So today I really want to talk about the core of sustainability, okay? And this is something that I think is super important for us to realize, because before we can move on as a people, before we can move on as society, we have to understand a few fundamental truths, okay? And I want to show you how easy it is to take simple actions that the American household does every day and make them into sustainable practices such as food sovereignty. Let's get started. So what do you see here? If you're like the average person, average household, you see a lot of overgrown grass. Grass that needs to be cut. I don't disagree, but I don't just see grass. I see pasture grass. I see food. I see sustainability. So we're gonna take our battery-powered Ryobi lawnmower and we're gonna get some food. So we're on the absolute highest setting on the mower. We went around, 50 feet straight shot. Full bag, high quality pasture grass, AKA food. Woo-wee! Woo-wee! They all come running. Look at that high quality pasture grass, they're loving it. Those tails wagging and everything. But wait, there is way more. So we went down and back again, got another bag of high quality pasture grass. We're gonna feed some more animals. So here we are in our barn, chicken barn. We got a bunch of eggs there, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some grass right here next to their feeders, because believe it or not, chickens and ducks, they love eating grass. So whatever they don't eat will just be scratched in as bedding, because pretty much pasture grass, when it dries out, is what? Hay. So yeah, so they'll pick through this, they'll eat a bunch of it, and whatever they don't use, they'll scratch it into as bedding. So you get food and bedding out of it when you put it in your chicken coop. But as you guessed correctly, we're still not even close to being done yet. Let's see if the sheep want any high quality pasture grass. I bet you they do. Oh, she's curious like she always is. Woo-wee! Let's get some food. Yeah, good girl. Well, my camera slipped, but there they are, eating the grass. We'll get a nice pile for them here in a minute. There we go, good nibbles. And there they go. So I don't know how well this is coming through, but we have a doe with her baby rabbits, her kits in here. We have 3 sets of litters currently. We're gonna have some more here real soon, because it is rabbit season. So nothing better than to feed your rabbits some fresh cut pasture grass, full nutrients. I mean, this stuff is just, it's a miracle food is really what it is. Miracle food for your livestock. So I don't want to stress her out, but I left a few handfuls, as you can see there, and she'll munch it down, and when it gets too small, it'll fall through the cage floor here, and then she can use whatever extra she wants for the bedding for her babies. And just to put it in perspective, right? That's green, that is pasture grass. This is also pasture grass. It's just dried out. So pasture grass is hay, for those of you that still don't know. Look at that. We got real bees here. They're not gonna hurt nothing. They're not gonna hurt nothing. So as you can see here, we have our rabbit grow out. This used to be our large outdoor quail pen that we've transformed to a large rabbit grow out. We have these rabbits right here. They're already accounted for. Actually, all the rabbits in here are accounted for. These ones will be picked up this week in a few days. These ones will be picked up next week. And then obviously as our babies are weaned from their moms, they'll go into these large pens. But you know, feeding rabbits can get expensive. I mean, if you're buying large commercial pellets all the time. But for us, you guessed it, we got a lot of high quality pasture grass. The same stuff the pellets are made of, except for this has not been sprayed. pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, petrochemicals, nothing artificial, just 100% organically grown, raised pasture grass. As you can see, these guys are wasting no time, even with me standing right here. These guys are ready to go and get it. And this guy right here is like, I want some too, Dad. Permaculture at its finest. Permaculture at its finest. And there we go. We got a healthy helping right there. And they are starting to make quick work of it. And as you can see right there in the cage on the right, now everybody is indulging in some high quality pasture raised food. And as you can see at the bottom, we have some of the best fertilizer in the world. I mean, money can't buy how good this fertilizer is. And we are able to produce it all here, all organically on the homestead by using what God gave us. Hopefully you can see this better, but all 6 of them are eating. You got 3 in this cage, 3 in that cage. Ladies and gentlemen, it is literally as easy as that. So I went ahead and gave them both large heaping amounts of that pasture grass, and they look very, very happy. We got our chicks, baby turkeys, baby ducks, and they love high quality pasture grass as well. What a lot of people don't realize is grass makes up a large part of chicken, turkey, ducks' diet. A lot of people don't realize that. But as you can see here, they're starting to do what they do naturally, forage and scratch. So it's a great thing to see. A lot of people, especially when they're growing out young chickens, they'll do all sorts of stuff with feed. They'll use mineral powders and all sorts of other supplements. I don't do that, man. Nature's given me everything I need. High quality pasture grass. I mean, just look at the color of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's filled with phytonutrients, micro, macro. It's gonna help them grow out. It's gonna give them the minerals that they would normally receive just on a plain dry feed, a pellet. I mean, this is nature at work. Look who's in here eating the grass. I caught you guys. See, there they go. As you can see here, we have healthy heaping portions of high quality pasture grass, and the rabbits are eating them, going to town. So sustainability. So we got one more bag that we're gonna give to the pigs, but this is on the highest setting, right? It's all the way up on the highest setting, and we just cut up around the corner there and then just down to right about there. That's it. You still have all this that's uncut all the way to the fence line, all the way back around, that's still uncut. So just using this amount of grass, pasture grass, we've been able to feed all our animals today. Woo-wee! Woo-wee! Pigs are trained. Get some more. Oh, that's heavy. There we go. Good job. Woo-wee! Good job, guys. Good job. Even Oakley came out for the pasture grass clippings as well. Look at her go. Wagging her tail, she's excited. So we're done mowing, so we're gonna now see what our 5 amp hour lithium battery is currently at. And it's at 1 bar. So let's get this bad boy charged. And for those of you that know me, know I love redundancy. This is a legit 40 volt lithium USB charger. So I can charge a 5 amp battery using USB. So that is pretty incredible. What we're gonna do is we have our battery plugged in, and we're gonna plug it in directly into our solar generator. So as you can see, we have our solar generator that is currently plugged in using solar. We're gonna turn it on. It's alive. As you can see, the solar is charging it. We're gonna plug it in. Just like that, we are recharging our battery using the power of the sun. So the reason why I'm doing this out of my truck is for a few reasons. Number one, setting the solar up on the tonneau cover, super easy. It's out of the sun so I can show you without too much glare, but also because I have retrofitted my truck to put out a lot of power. Please don't mind my mess too much, but right here is my cup inverter. I did a video product review on this a while back, years and years back, and I still have it. And so I highly encourage you to check that out. I'll leave that in the description box below. But as you can see, I have my wall outlets that are great in my USB. So with the solar generator, I can charge it via USB from the cup inverter and from the wall outlets here that you just plug directly into using your standard, car socket. So this is really great, and I'll show you another way I have to make power here in the truck. I can also produce power in the bed of the pickup truck, as you can see here, 400 watts idling, 100 running, and so I can just plug in an extension cord directly to it. Don't mind the messy truck again, but as you can see, I always carry an extension cord with me for that reason. And if I'm going to be in any situation where I feel like being off-grid is a possibility, then I always bring the solar generator with me. Right here is just a quick, easy setup. I have 50-watt Predator Energy solar panels, 50 watts a piece, so that's 150 watts continuous, especially in this amazing sunlight right here. So I'm able to pretty much with this setup charge everything that I could possibly need just out of the truck. As you can see, there's no shortage of pasture grass here. I've had somebody already call me asking if they could come hay my field, and I think this year we're gonna keep the hay for ourselves and work on some sustainability projects that I've been needing to work on for a long time, because there's no better time than now than to really start to get down to hard work and get the land where I want it to be. With all that being said, you don't need acres and acres of land. I literally got my mower on the highest setting and I did 3 lines, 3 50-foot, 100-foot lines. That's it. That's all I did. That's all the grass required to feed all those animals. And this grass will grow out quick, and we'll come back and we'll mow it again. And so this vegan myth that it takes lots and lots and lots of commercial feed in order to grow animals is utterly ridiculous. And I prove this every single day on this homestead. Vegans will say it takes 16 pounds of plant food to feed 1 pound of beef, and they make all these anecdotal arguments. And it's funny because I literally, 4 or 5 bags of lawnmower pasture raised clippings I fed to my animals. Altogether, that was probably over 100 pounds of, easily over 100 pounds of pasture raised grass clippings. And look how much grass we still have left. If I really wanted to come out and just mow this section right here, I'd have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of grass clippings. And guess what? Next week, I'd be able to mow it again. So don't be fooled by the vegans' anecdotal arguments. As you can see here, just in the little bit of grass that you see from here down to the driveway, there's hundreds upon hundreds of pounds of high quality feed for your animals. And if you're a vegan out there and you're upset that I am cutting my grass, you know what? Leave me a comment in the comment section below and I'll save a bag of grass for you. And the truth is, this is the best way to save the environment. The best way to sequester CO2 is through pasture raising of livestock. Prairie lands. This is the best way to do it. It's scientifically proven to be the best way to do it. Everybody wanting to save the world by recycling more and not using plastic straws, they're kidding themselves. Here on this homestead, Myrtle Woods Homestead, we sequester way more carbon than we could ever put out into the environment. I'm literally sequestering tons and tons upon tons of CO2 all the time. And I do that by pasture raising animals, by cutting the grass. I'm encouraging that photosynthesis. I am encouraging the soil and the plants and topography to sequester more and more CO2 into the soil and making it alive and making it thrive. And I'm cutting the grass without using petrochemicals, without using gasoline, by powering it simply by using the power of the sun. So this is possible. Like I said, we do this every single day. And obviously not all vegans are the same. They're not a monolith when it comes to their thoughts and view systems. A great example of this is John Kohler from growingyourgreens.com. Look up to the guy. Obviously, he is an amazing permaculturist and a huge motivational factor for me to continue to do permaculture. Between him and my grandfather, those are the 2 biggest influences of me, sticking with permaculture. And then you have other people like Cupel's cat here on the YouTubes. He is vegan, but same with the same token, he is scientifically based, you know, and he gets it. They all get it. And when it really comes down to it, this video isn't about veganism, but it is about permaculture. It is about true sustainability, and it is to show that you can raise livestock and not have to depend on commercial feed, not have to depend on infrastructure. You know, this is nothing new. I am not reinventing the wheel. I am not doing something brand new. I'm not doing anything revolutionary, right? Everything that I'm doing are things that have been done for hundreds of thousands of years before I got here. I am not reinventing the wheel at all. I'm just taking what works and I'm adding a little bit of 21st century technology, like the battery powered, you know, lawnmower there, and I'm making it that much easier for me to implement these old school, tried and true methods into a modern day 21st century system. So like I said, I'm not reinventing the wheel at all. I'm just making the old school traditions easier and easier to do. So there you have it, guys. Super easy to do. I encourage you guys to go out there, raise some animals, man. Food is going up in price. There's no doubt about that, which means feed is going to be going up in price, which means your animal products and your plant products, they're all going up in price. This is just how it is. And, you know, we can talk about that in nausea, but the truth of the matter is food prices are going to be going through the roof, and we're going to start to see the pain that progressing and developing countries feel when it comes to their food, right? A lot of other countries, they spend upwards of 50% of their income on food. Here in the US, we've been lucky that we haven't had to spend that much, but those days are coming. Scientifically, mathematically, economically, they're coming. So I really encourage you guys, take these small methods, these sustainable methods, and start growing some food, even on a small scale. There's a lot of ways to do this. I elect to do it very simply and comfortably by using a battery powered lawnmower that has a bag attachment already. So I can literally push, cut, empty the bag, and then I can charge it using solar. So I'm completely off grid. But there's other systems out there. The push mowers that just use your strength and momentum. You have the skates that you can use and cut down grass. So there's a lot of different ways to do this, a lot of different ways to accomplish this goal. But I encourage you guys, even if you just have a little bit of pasture, a little bit of grass, or a lawn, take that high quality food, take that high quality pasture grass, and make something amazing out of it. Feed an amazing animal and give life to sustainability. Well, that's all I have for you guys in this video. Hope you guys liked the video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And please let me know what your guys' life hacks are in the comment section below. I know I'm not the only person doing this journey. I know a lot of us are trying everything we can to reduce our dependency on big plant and animal agriculture. And so if you have a life hack that, you know, for how you reduce your dependency on the feed system, let us know in the comment section below. Really look forward to interacting with you guys down there. And as always, guys, and as always, long live the Republic.